Alright, welcome back, guys, for more Exotic Industries. And I realized there is two recipes for doing Benzol. The one we were looking at, which is 25 coal gas, makes 10, 10, and 5. Or, if we crack it with steam, we get 45 and get 30 and 15. So this is going to make more benzol, less petroleum, which means it'll burn up more of our petroleum that we're making, and we don't have to worry about the residual coming out that's only 5 anyways, and really who cares. So I've gone ahead and tried to figure this out here, and I think I've got it figured out how I want to do it. I'm just one heat pipe short, which is we're going to set it up basically like this. We'll have our steam and our coal gas come in here. So this pipe is going to come right on up like that, and then run down here, and then for a second one it'll just run right on over like that. And then we will also bring in our coal gas from over here, which is going to come this way, and then we'll bring it in on this side. And then our steam we already have coming over here, so we'll bring it in, and it'll be able to come right in through the center here, and then we can run that both directions like that, and that'll take care of it. We just need to get the heat for it now. Also, our steam took care of our little power problem we were having there, because I got all of these set up and my accumulators just instantly filled. So that's all set up and running again. Let me grab my one lone heat pipe I need. Somehow I forgot I needed one heat pipe. Alright, there we go. Which, I don't even remember. This thing has a maximum of... I'm just wondering if it has a max output of that 200 and whatever. I'm pretty sure it does. Because I was just thinking, why not use the higher heat pipes? But I don't think it can generate more than the low heat amount. Anyways, let's hook that up there, which should start heating up, which it is. And unfortunately, we're also going to have to run a couple across like that. This will take a little bit to heat up, but not too awful long. So now we can set up these pipes, and these are going to be set up here. And this is making our plastic. We're not going to have any solids coming in. We're only going to have solids coming out. So we can do it just like this. And we can do this all the way across just like so. And we have enough room here that if we, well, move that for the moment, we have the belt run right across like that, and then we can set up another set of them up here, as we will eventually need major tons of plastic, especially since we're getting ready to set up making our red circuits, which are also going to need plastic. Alright, so we have already made some, and I'm thinking we might actually not need to do this. Nah, we will, in case you want to set up more of them this way. So we'll put those together there, and I'm going to have to make some more. Oh, those are barrels, doofus. Now I've got an inventory full of barrels. Thanks. I was looking for this one so I can make some more undergrounds. Plenty of pipes on me, just not enough undergrounds. Alright, so we'll have this one come over to here. That'll be for the Benzol in, and then we'll have this one, and this is going to come into this one. Just like that. So now we can put this up here and that up like that, and then get there's our output, and there we go. We are now making plastic again, and we're also going to have to pipe in our petroleum from down here. So we'll have to have an output from here which will just move this up one, and we'll have it come out this way, and yeah, I should be able to get right through all of that once I make some more undergrounds, which I have run out of regular pipes now. Alright, we're going to have to put that together like right there, which is kind of going to be an issue. So what I'm thinking is we might come across and into here. Because we have to make sure that this goes first. Otherwise, we won't have anything to make the other stuff. Give me a second, let me go grab some pipes. Alright, so we're going to bring this up and in right here. Because then we can do an underground here, and holy crap, I ended up being short of undergrounds again. That's going to be a problem getting into there. I guess it's not a major issue. You can just go around that and it's fine. And then that'll force the petroleum in here, and we will use up what we have down here before that's going to be able to make any more, which means that our oil processing can finally get started. back up again. How are we doing on heat? We're actually going down on heat. So I'm actually going to have to put more mirrors in here finally. Which, by the way, I also set up a quick and dirty thing over here for making landfill. So I can start filling in some of that to give us room for more mirrors, because even though I have all of this area, I'm not going to use all that. I'm pretty much going to keep it over here, although we can sort of move this up more into this area later once we fill in more of that, since we're expanding our heat out here a bit. But I went ahead and got all the piping done for the bottom half of this and grabbed more chemical reactors so I could get the rest of those set. But that's basically what we're going to go with for the plastic there. So now let's go and how are these doing on heat? They're going down, but they're fine. Because I'm seriously thinking we're not going to need all of those to run. But we now have our coal coke train, which let's go ahead and jump in it and head over this way. And we kind of need to set it up here. So I think we're going to have a problem. I could have it come in here and drop off. Yeah, that might be what we're going to end up doing, is have it come in right here. Yeah, I think this will work good. We'll have the coal coke come in here, drop off, and then go back out that way. Alright, so this will be our coke drop off. And where is the coal coke? Now let's just search. It'll be easier. There we go. So there's our coke drop off. We'll change the other one to coke pickup. So what is it right now? It's actually called battery pickup. So we're going to change that to coke pickup now. So then we can set this up for coke pickup, full cargo, coke drop off, empty cargo, and then to the fuel depot for 5 seconds. Alright, and we want it to go to coke drop off, and it'll sit right there. And then we can run that down there. This is what I was talking about, by the way, of how I do my accumulator farm. I just only did it for that one because that was out there in the middle of nowhere. So I figured, why not just throw some accumulators around it. Alright, so we're going to need to set up our little thing here for getting this out of the train. And then like this, and down here, which is going to need to come over and like that. While we're at it, I also need to change all of this, because we're going to need to have that into, yeah, that's kind of a mess, but don't have too much of a choice at it. And I was gonna put one here, but we really don't want a train stopped in there, just like we don't want one stopped there. We want it to go all the way through. So it's gonna go here, there, then past this one, and then that's gonna be out there. Yeah, that should be good. I unfortunately can't put one here, but that's fine, because we don't want anything in that mess either. I can't wait until these get out of here and I can straighten this up into a normal corner and get rid of this diagonal. That diagonal is just making a mess of things. Alright, so now we want to get this all changed around. So we need to get rid of this coal line, and we're just going to set this here to fill up the coal for the moment, because there's going to be a lot of it. And then all of these coke ovens are going to be changed over, and they're now going to be our charcoal makers. Oh, would you just stop? Don't make any more coal coke. We don't need any more. Well, we do need more. We're probably going to need tons, but I don't need you making it. Alright, let's take these top ones out of here for the moment. This is going to come down and have to get split, so we can run one this way and one this way. Alright, so that'll take care of that. I'm going to grab as much of this as I can and stuff it into these. There we go. That takes care of that. The coal will be a whole different mess. We'll deal with that later. Because I need to get all of this out of here, and we can get rid of this whole line all the way down here, because we're going to change all these trains out to be the diesel trains. So I'll mess around with that later. So we need to do the same thing on this side. Get rid of all of these. If I didn't have all these barrels in my inventory, wouldn't be so difficult to do. Then we can just take the coke, throw it straight into the crushers. And then I'm pretty sure we'll have no issue running this right down along here. Or at least we shouldn't have. We can always switch it out for the red belt coming down through there, but that should be fine. We can also take this one out and around. It won't be exactly even, but we would have it a little more even if we took this one around and had it do the other half. Well, somewhat half. But there we go, that gets that changed around. I'm gonna go and get all this coal switched, see if I can find all the trains we have coming out of here and where they're depoted up at, get them switched over. And I seriously think I'm gonna put the move the fuel depot in right here. So basically just do this. I just have to make sure that we might have an issue when we add more trains, because I got to make sure that they can go back up before they're needed to go in over here, or it'll be a bit of a problem. And I also need to make sure that I can get into there, so we're gonna have to put it down a little bit, because we need to be able to do this and then that. So we'll have to go down to there instead of here. And what I probably will end up doing is this. Running two of them like that. And then we can have one box here in the middle and load off of it into both trains. I can even make that even closer, actually, because if we have one, we'll just use one of these. If I put that there, then that means I can put, yeah, that is as close as I can have it right there, which would only leave. Okay, so we have 4 split between there. We don't really need a loader. We could use one of the double boxes, which I don't have on me at the moment. But if we did one of the bigger boxes instead, then we could do fast inserters out of that. And while we're looking at it, where is those coke ovens? There they are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8, and then these are going to be for making our charcoal. So our wood will go in, it'll make us charcoal, and then that charcoal will send up to make coal coke and coal gas as well. So I guess we'll be turning this around this way, and then we'll run that up. I'm guessing at some point we're barely going to have any wood. We have tons now, but at some point we're not going to have a lot. Because I don't think there's any way of farming wood in here, and I don't really think I would even if I could. Because we have coal for that. But this is where I'm going to set up making our charcoal. And once we get bots, I'll probably have them bring the wood over from over there, and I'll just start dropping it off over here instead of dropping it off over there. That's just where I put it at the time. But let me get one of those bigger boxes real quick. Let me grab half a stack of those as well. Get some of these. And while we're here, oh no, I've actually got enough undergrounds this time. Amazingly. First time in history, I swear. I started a video and actually had enough undergrounds. Okay, so, oops, I passed where I was. Did I pass where I was going? No. No, I didn't. It's over here. Where is our box? So yeah, if I set that there, then we can do loaders in and out. Like that. Even though we don't really need loaders, it'll make sure that it's filled, and we can kind of change the speed even faster if we wanted to. But then we could do, oh, that's going to be a problem. We're going to have to move it back just a little bit. But we'll make that our fuel depot now. And we'll just put this like here. So then I'll have to bring the fuel from here down and into here, which I guess we'll just run it like straight down through here instead of going all the way around there, and then we'll store our diesel units there. Alright, so I'm going to get to work on that. It looks like we're finally out of heat in these. Oh, no, we're not. They're just out of fuel. Okay. And we're actually running out of coke. What's going on up here? Oh, we're full of coal gas because I haven't got the plastic belt ran yet, which we're not actually going to be using that much plastic at the moment. We are going to be using a ton of it. We're just not using a ton of it right now. Okay, this needs to go this way to go that way because, well, that's in the way. There we go. Now that can run again. And now how are we doing on our petroleum gas? It's still full. And, oops. I forgot to set that one up. Alright, so that's full. But our Benzol's almost full as well. So we may have to put a thing in here for like a tank to keep that from becoming a problem. We're making diesel again, so that's good. We're definitely going to have to get rid of that coal gas faster, but I'm pretty sure once we get all of these set up and running, we'll be going through it pretty quick. And we'll also be changing this over to a red belt as well. And like I said, we're going to change that over to a liquid one, which will be burning off petroleum with that. Alright, so I'm going to get all this taken care of, and I will see you back here next time, and we should be working on getting our advanced circuits made, which we're going to need sulfuric acid for. So that means we're going to have to set up a sulfuric acid train to take sulfuric acid over there. Interesting. Alright, so I will get that ready to go as well, and I will see you guys next time.